We have responsibility to showcase the good that we can have. We're responsible for the world of tomorrow. We're contributing to a greater cause and trying to be responsible people. I'm Tessa. I'm from France. I lived in a couple of cities in France. So I'm kind of from Lille, Paris, the French Alps, all over the place in France. And before coming to SIM, I was doing my undergrad in Paris. I studied in Switzerland in the past and I just fell in love with the culture, the people, just the way of thinking overall. The community is a very big part of the program and that's why I picked the SIM. So being part of the SIM community and the diverse environment that we have was way beyond what I'd expected, to be honest. It was also a bit daunting having to face so much diversity at once. And you're just meeting people from all over the place and they're teaching you things and you're teaching them things about your culture, your traditions and who you are as a person. But it works together and we kind of click together because we all bring something to the table. Where do I want to be in life? Where do I see myself in 5, 10, 15 years? I think SIM fits in my journey in a way that it will help me figure out what I want, what I don't want, but also who I am. And be inspired from others and their journey as well, because we all have a different journey at SIM. We have so many paths, careers, interests, passions, and hobbies that you can really do kind of whatever you want. It's up to what you want, what you strive for, really. As a younger generation, hope is kind of the only thing that we have. So if you don't hold on to hope, then there's nothing to look forward in the future. You're really like, what am I doing or what am I living for if I'm not looking for just a better place or a better world overall? So I think hope is one of the things we look for, but it's also something that helps us live and navigate through this life. So it's really important to have hope as just a motivation, but also as a driving force. And now that I've met a couple of people from my SIM and part of the SIM community now, I'm even more hopeful because people are just so enthusiastic about the future and so hopeful that you can only be hopeful yourself, really. I'm really excited to see what the future is gonna bring to me, and if I'm gonna be successful or not, that's up to me. But as long as I go through this program, make friends along the way, learn a few things, and then apply it in the future, that's really successful and that's perfect for me.